What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the best women's boxing show, period. I am Cynthia Conte.
And I am a Tribe Called Quest. No, I'm just kidding. I am Jeandra LaBeouf, and this is the best women's boxing show, period.
I was like, did you forget your name?
I did. I'm like, I am Engelbert Humperdinck. And this is the best women's boxing show, period.
Oh, Jeandra, I love that shirt that you're wearing. Got to rock it.
Representing for the Kronk.
That Kronk. Okay.
Shout out to our friends over at the Kronk Gym. How you guys? Haven't seen you guys in a long time. Well, you guys been out there, but I've been living under a rock.
It's all right. So have I. But you know what? There's a lot of things that have been going on, Jeandra.
Hell, so I feel like everybody's living under the rock at this point.
Pretty much. Well, except for the people always talking shit on Twitter, which we will get to. And sure. Shout out to the ladies because they be yapping and on Twitter because what is my light? Did you notice my light go, or is it just me?
On this side, on your left?
I don't know. Is it too bright? I'm like, that was so weird.
It looks pretty though. I like the blue.
Thank you. So I have a light here and I took it out because I keep seeing it so flush. And then I put one of my other soft boxes way back there. See, do you see it? Okay, maybe.
Oh yeah, I just saw it do that. Is your, and you know what? Leave all this in for the show so people really know what's going on when you're trying to film like a podcast. So for our Zoomers, I don't even know if this is still a thing. Is there like an autofocus setting or something like that? It's almost like a focus thing.
Right? Well, I don't know. It's on my external camera, but I don't know. Okay.
That's okay, but it doesn't look bad.
If someone's visiting me, I'm so sorry. I will pray.
What's crazy is right when you said that, it turned bright white like, oh.
Okay, mommy, daddy, okay. I swear, I promise.
Let the sun shine.
It reminds me of when we were interviewing Andre Ward and he was talking about his father. And I asked him about the thing, would he still be in his life if this all happened? And he started talking. And then you're like, and I'm like, we were saying, me and Andre are like, are you all right? This is the best. I think it's in the interview. You should go back and watch that.
That was so funny. And I feel like that happened too when we were interviewing Red Spikes. Like there's always something going on at my house that got me reacting. See, now y'all know I'm scary. I talk tough, but I'm scary.
And even our last show, you're just like, I think one of your lights
went out. My light went out. My light went out.
You see, it's hard here. It's hard being in your own room doing studio and stuff, but it makes the show so much more fun.
Exactly.
All right, Jay. Well, we have a lot to get to because this show is dedicated to all the ladies in boxing. Hey, ladies. Oh, yeah. You got the presser, and then I got it. I finally got it. I found it in my junk mail.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So I've been switching over. So they announced that they are having a press conference this Friday at MSG, and the list of names on there. I'm going to say it real fast because there's a lot. Amanda Serrano, Alycia Baumgardner, Shadasia Green, Stephanie Han, Holm, Tamm Thibeault, Oshae Jones, Tiara Brown. There was someone else in here. Where did her name go? Layla Cruz, I think her name is.
Yes, Liana.
Yeah. Oh, Liana Cruz and someone else. I don't know.
Tiara Brown.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Tiara Brown on my notes. So I know that they're all not fighting each other, but we know there's fights happening because those are a lot of world champions and a lot of top contenders. When you gather this, Jeandra, who do you think's fighting?
Looking at this, I think that Amanda and Alycia are fighting each other.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think because we got the news about Katie. Mm-hmm. Katie's not their athlete, but retirement is closing in. And so maybe she's getting the winner. Maybe these two are going to fight each other at a catch weight. Maybe Alycia moves down. Maybe Amanda moves up. And the winner gets Katie for her final fight. Shadasia probably has a fight with someone on the come up. And yeah, the rest of these, yeah, I think that's what we're going to get.
I think Stephanie Han won the belt because it got ended. The fight ended with Holly Holmes with that nasty cut in the 7th round, I believe. So I think they're going to run it back They said where she's from, El Paso, Texas. So I don't know where this fight, if there's going to be a fight in Texas, that could be it. But Stephanie Hahn's like, absolutely, we could run it back, because you never want to win because someone got cut from a headbutt.
Right. Absolutely.
It's the doctor. So I think that fight will happen. Tamm, I don't know who she's going to fight, but whoever she fights, she's going to probably win.
Yeah, I like her.
Tiara Brown.
Shout out to her. She's had our socials jumping lately.
Yeah, she's newly signed to MVP. Congratulations. We knew about it. Well, we kind of predicted it months ago. So I read that she would have probably a voluntary fight, a defense title, like, just a warm-up title, excuse me, a warm-up fight, because she hasn't fought since last September. So that's a long time. And if she were to win, then I think she fights Nina. I don't know. I don't want to. Sorry, I'm going to butcher her name. Nina Menke. She holds the IBF title in Germany. So I'm assuming whoever she fights, just as a, get warmed up. Then she wins that. She's going to go for Nina to unify with her strap WBC. And then fight happens with Amanda Serrano for undisputed at 126.
Ooh. Okay, mark it down. Or mark it down. You just heard it from Conti. Drop it in the comments. Are you guys following that lineage of the 126 belt? It's a great one, and it's a good opportunity for really MVP to reign supreme over like all of women's boxing. Not all of women's boxing, and we'll get deeper into that, but a huge chunk of it.
Yeah. The amount of money, I'm so curious, because when you have Nakisa and Jake Paul, they're getting the bags. They're getting the exposure. If it's a Netflix fight, if it's not Netflix, they're somehow involved. Like, people are watching Most Valuable Promotions. And if it's not, because Jake, his social media alone. So whoever's going to be on these fights, they're all going to be making some kind of money. They're all going to be on an undercard of some sort. Oshae Jones, I don't know who she's going to fight, but I see that I see her on social media. She's making a name. I love these ladies. They just call out people left and right, as you should. I think she's 154. So let's see. So I think, the MVP announcement. I wonder what lands, if it's going to be at MSG. Usually a fight lands at MSG when you do an announcement. I'm just saying.
I'm very interested in the fact that on this press release, there is no Jake Paul scheduled to appear. He's about 2 months now out of the Anthony Joshua fight. And this is a great opportunity to drum up some eyeballs for the card.
No, he can't. He just, I just saw his, like I said, congratulations to his fiance who won gold. She didn't even get to celebrate after the Olympics. They went straight to the doctors because he had to fix his jaw or rewire, because he didn't take the 2 months to not talk. Shocker. Are we shocked? No. If your fiance is vying for gold, I'd be screaming, sorry, like, you're going to have to rewire me later. Well, half his jaw's like falling down. Like,
he's gonna start doing his remix of Kanye Through the Wire.
Yeah. There you go. So, but you know what? It's gonna be I think it's great for all females. A lot of people always complain all female bouts, they can't do it. Yes, you can. With the stable that they have, you can put anyone as a co-main and a main event and an opening undercard and, a support. So it will be interesting.
I think these fights, they've been having some great fights. I mean, their cards have been just as entertaining as any of the men's cards. A lot of these women are unfamiliar to the audience, but that's okay. A lot of these guys are unfamiliar to the audience. So it's kind of equal footing, and they've been delivering. We've been seeing a lot of great fights. So
yeah, shout out to Mike Leonardi, because I know obviously he's part of the team, but he's been, matchmaking and finding these bouts to put on, because they are fire. I want to ask you this question, Jeandra, and I know it's not a topic that we were going to talk about, but I just thought of it. Have you noticed Most Valuable Promotions? Everyone that's been undisputed as of right now has wanted to fight 3-minute rounds and has dropped the WBC title.
I haven't noticed that pattern. Very, very interesting because yeah, the WBC, I guess, is willing to really die on that hill that we will not sanction 3-minute rounds no matter what. And I just don't like that. Let the women choose what they want to do. But
Yeah.
no, I didn't notice that pattern. Interesting.
Yeah, so Chantel Cameron, she said, I will fight my next fight at 3 minutes and will drop her WBC belt. Like Alycia did it. Amanda was the one that started it. So it's for them, they say they know that they can do the 3 minutes because they spar already 3-minute rounds.
Right.
There's no difference.
I don't know. It's just such rigid thinking. And of all things to hold on to, that's the one, huh?
It's very dinosaur. Yeah, I get it. There's studies, but times have changed. I mean, boxing in general overall is just dangerous. I'm sorry, whether you're a man or a woman, like personally, and all the damage happens in the gym regardless. We know this. It happens in sparring. It happens with headgear on. So I don't know, but shout out to the women doing it. Blaze your trails, ladies, as you should. You're the one in the ring. You're the ones taking the punches. You're the one doing the cardio and all the endurance. So yeah. Oh, what's Jay thinking?
Clarissa and Franchon fought 2-minute rounds.
Clarissa, no. So Clarissa, I know she doesn't mind. She doesn't care for 3 minutes because she's like, why do more for the same amount of money? I understand that. Michaela has said that too, but she doesn't mind fighting 3 minutes. So it depends on who you ask. And I can understand if you're going to get paid the same amount of money for 3-minute rounds, screw it. I'm doing 2 minutes. Like I don't need the extra minute. And a lot of them say, if I had that extra minute, I would have knocked them out. Is that true? We're not sure. We're not sure that we don't know. But, sometimes men should have 2-minute rounds, just saying.
Yeah. So now that we have this press conference coming up, this is the first major women's card of the year.
I would think so. Yeah. If it's an all female bout, what Clarissa's undercard had 2 or 3 fighters or 3 bouts, no, 2 fights or 3, I can't remember, but from top to bottom, I mean, this is what I'm assuming based off of the press conference, just the names. So I'm assuming it will be an all female bout. But yeah, I just want to see who their dance partners are. And, are they going to go across the street, find other people?
What do you think the messaging is going to be? Now that we see there's such a clear divide in men's boxing and what's being promoted and what's not, and just the whole business of boxing, period. Do you think MVP wants to take a similar type of stance and create a monopoly?
Well, as of right now, Jake Paul has MVP found their niche. They found their lane. No one's doing it. Other promoters they signed him. They signed female fighters. MVP has become like the global. They're the ones. If you want to be a female fighter, I would be like, I want to sign with MVP. Because what other promoters are signing women right now? Not many. Like, what Golden Boy has Gabriela Fundora. I don't think anyone else. Sinisa, well, she's retired. Michaela's top rank.
I'm just interested in seeing
Salita's promotion starting.
How are they going to scale this? Because you have all these wonderfully talented women's fighters that are all champions, but people age. No one is exempt from aging. So I'm wondering, what do they envision as some type of contingency? Like Top Rank would have like Friday night fights, or ESPN would have Friday night fights. And then you had bigger fights, and then you had pay-per-view fights. Like what is that evolution even going to look like for women's boxing? I mean, we're here, and I'm glad we're here, and we're here in a way that we haven't been ever.
Yeah.
But how do we stay here?
I think we'll find out more on Friday, exactly what's happening. It's so elusive. It's just like press conference, names, and then that's it. Like nothing more. So it just makes you think it's power moves. They're making moves in silence. Oh,
what do you want women's boxing to do this year? Because we're still early. We're still in the first quarter. We're about to end the first quarter. What is on the women's boxing wish list?
For me, what I'd like to see is take chances. I mean, they call out more women, start talking shit on, call them out on social media. And a lot of them have. I understand there's sanctioning bodies, the belts, there's the mandatories. I just think that these women need to fight. I pray at least 3 times a year. And that's a big ask because normally it can happen, but if they don't want to, or there's no promoters that are willing to put up the money, then there is the problem. I don't like catch weights. Fight if you're gonna fight at a weight and you want a belt, you either move up or move down for it. Like there's no in between. Like you cannot win a belt on a catch weight. Like it makes no sense unless it's like some mega fights. Let's just say it is for Amanda Serrano and none of her belts, or even Holly Holmes, and she doesn't have a belt right now. I'd still fight her, and that's a mega fight. And if that's a catch weight, but it's Holly Holmes, like she's a huge combat sports star in MMA and also in boxing, so that makes sense. And that's a show. But I want these ladies to fight more. I want to see more knockouts personally. A lot of these ladies, and like I said, I am not a boxer by any means, but when they say I'm going to give you a knockout, I'm expecting to see a knockout. And the fans don't know any better. They're just like, ooh, a girl can knock out. We've seen it happen. What about you, Jay? What do you want to see?
I want to see the WBC and women fighters come to the table and figure it out, because the WBC is a global organization. That means they know all the women's fighters from all across the world. And by presenting kind of this barrier, 2-minute rounds, 3 minutes rounds, I feel like it's screwing fighters and fans out of fights that we could see, or just seeing other fighters be developed. Because if you're in a country where women's boxing is even less popular, if your one tether is the WBC, you're not going to go against what the WBC says.
Yeah.
If that's your way of staying connected. And that sucks, because then there could be a great opportunity. Maybe the person who's going to beat Katie Taylor's ass is right now training her ass off, and who knows where. Maybe she doesn't want to fight 3-minute rounds, or maybe she does want to fight 3-minute rounds, but she wants to keep her WBC somewhere in the pipeline, not like a main champion, obviously, like a silver champion or an international champion or one of those types of champions. But maybe MVP is saying, as we see clearly with Chantel and Amanda and Alycia, we want to fight 3-minute rounds. And so now you don't get these fights. And before you guys say anything like, there ain't even all these fighters out there, you don't even know. We don't even know, because no one takes the risk to go see.
We've talked about this. Many other journalists have talked about it. And I know that WBC has been very open about it, Mauricio. And he's like, those are their rules. Those are their bylines, their guidelines, regulations, fine. Because it's all backed by science and whatnot. And they said, if you want to fight 3-minute rounds, they're not going to stop you. It's just they can't fight for the belt, which is so ass back. I don't know, maybe kind of
don't even have to go through that.
Sadly, since the Muhammad Ali Act is being not revised, they're adding to it. Maybe these sanctioning bodies can take a look at it again. Maybe they can somehow come to the table of something. I don't know what that would actually look like. It's either yes or no.
So selfish, and I'm just very anti that whole sentiment of rules for thee, but not for me.
Yeah,
I don't like it at all. Like, if the women say they want to do it, you gonna get your money anyway. So what difference does it make?
You know what I think maybe with this announcement, Dave, it's not on Netflix. It will be on DAZN. I think maybe since they did, because we're going to get the next topic is that MVP has now launched in the UK with the Sky Sports deal. I don't know if DAZN plays like that.
Or maybe they're just having the presser there, and maybe the fight card's going to be across the pond.
Well, the UK fight is April 5th in Olympia, London. All women's card live on Sky in the UK. And the main event is Caroline Dubois. She's a WBC champion, and Terri Harper, WBO. So those two are the main event. And the co-main is Ellie Scotney versus Mayelli Flores for the undisputed super bantamweight. So
Ellie
those are
Scotney's a little badass, man.
Oh my God, yes.
She's a little badass.
She can bang. So, I mean, both, and Caroline Dubois, like, this is a really, really good card. And to open up the UK. So maybe they do fight in the UK after this card.
You know, maybe this is a teaser. Maybe it's a combined thing. And maybe this is the undercard Or when is this fight? This other fight?
April 5th. April 5th.
And they already announced anybody else on the card?
No, they did actually. They named a couple of the other ladies, a lot of the ladies that are signed through MVP. And there's a lot of UK ladies that have fought. And you know what? They all fight here in America because they all want to fight here, but you want to fight at home. So I think it would be great for the Americans to go fight in the UK to give them something. That's
someone to get more appreciated too. I remember, didn't Clarissa fight over in the UK?
She Savannah Marshall.
Yeah, and she talked about, I remember her talking about how much like respect was poured upon her while she was there. And I'm hoping that these ladies have the same result and they come out and they fight their ass off, put on a great show and have the same type of reception. I think potentially it could be. Got Tamm Thibeault. She speaks French, right? She's Canadian. She speaks
Canadian,
French.
Yeah.
France come out support, and then all these other ladies, Shadasia, she looks great. Hey, her name been in Clarissa mouth too, so maybe we'll get that. Everybody.
Michaela's fought in the UK many times. I mean, she had to always go in someone's backyard to win, to beat someone's ass. Alycia fought in the UK, beat Terri Harper for her belt. So I think it's a great fit. What do you guys think? We're just going off based off of what we got. And it could be anything.
I'm excited.
Guy Sports is back in. That's huge because Top Rank was top. Oh, I think I know it could be. Oh, okay. I did read some rumblings that, oh my God, and this could be it. If it's true, we said it today on March 3rd, MVP and possibly ESPN. And ESPN and Sky Sports are partners. And that could be it. That could be it. Remember, I told you Top Rank and possibly ESPN might be coming back. But I read on Twitter or, boxing people, journalists who were like, I've heard that MVP possibly and ESPN might be partnering up. I'm like, oh, that's massive.
We shall see. We shall see. Yeah. What I know, I will watch for sure fights on ESPN. Like, give the ladies a platform them like Friday night fights. Man, I saw a lot of shitty fights on Friday night fights, and I saw a lot of great fights on Friday night fights. Give women the same opportunity. Yeah. And I bet you the odds will be more great fights than shitty ones.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put like $5 on myself. I'm gonna bet. Yeah, you just mentioned Clarissa and Mayer. Clarissa and Michaela Mayer, that fight could be the next, but at 163.
Wow. Michaela was already looking thick at 147. And I don't know. She might like it. She might not. That seems like kind of big for her, I think. 163, that's a huge jump. Because, when we first started with Michaela, she was at 135.
Yeah. I mean, she's always admitted that it was too small for her. And she's like, I fit really well at 147. And she even said 154 was much, but now going up even more. And I understand Clarissa, she's like, I'm thick. She got ass, she got legs, she got everything.
She's just a bigger woman, just physically bigger. And it's not, fat. She's just DNA, genetics. She's just a bigger woman. I don't like that fight for Michaela, but I do like the band. I love the band.
Yeah. I mean, I was shocked when, Clarissa, it was nasty nice, but it was more nice. And she's like, after I beat you, because I'm a better boxer. And Michaela's like, hey, whoa, yo, wait a minute.
The ladies, I love it though. That's the energy they are fighters. Yeah. Stop telling women not to talk like that. They're fighters. They fight.
They'll kick your ass.
They're not going to make a dress together. They're fighting. They're punching each other in the face.
Yeah. And you have Gabriela Fundora. She's fighting March 14th. When I was looking, when we were talking about who can Gabriela fight, and I remember she told me she fights at 112.
Oh, yeah.
She tiny. And she goes, I go, would you move up? And she's like, I can actually move down.
Oh, girl. And then she's already tall like her brother.
It's so thin.
Girlfriend, I know you got the discipline, but please, no.
If she moves up to bantamweight, because right now, or superfly, she's super flyweight right now. She moved up to superfly, a super flyweight. She would be able to fight Mizuki Hiruta. She's the WBO champion and the Ring Magazine's Female Fighter of the Year. And then there's some really good fights. Ginny Fuchs, that's Michaela's best friend. I remember from TCL, I remember she broke her thumb during a fight and she kept fighting. Oh. But there's some really good fighters going up in weight. So I'm like, I think Gabriella, she's already undisputed at her weight class. Usually when you go undisputed, you go up to the next one. But going down, that's so crazy to me.
I just love her as a fighter. I'm happy that she's back in the ring. Respectfully, she's a better Fundora in the household in terms of fighting. And her personality, like she really is it. And I want to see even though MVP have all these people on their roster, the closest person to her weight class would be Liana Cruz, who's going to be at this card. And that's still more than her. I don't know. What do you think Oscar would be willing to do some business with MVP?
The money is right. And if it's a big platform, say it's a Netflix fight, let's just say, I don't see why not. These promoters, they understand that it's a lot of eyeballs. There's a lot of money involved. And if there's belts on the line, gotta imagine the shit talking between Jake and Oscar. Oh my God. Like, you can't even say anything to Oscar because Oscar says it himself. He's just like, yes, I freaking wore fishnets. Like, so?
Oscar has the down pat, the kind of like the 8 Mile thing when Eminem is like, and I do got a stupid friend, but I know something that you don't know. See, people, they're not going to get Oscar to blink because what more can you say to him at this point? Everything has been said that's been said, and he's living his best life with a little paint on abs and his woman. He is living his best life.
I love it. They're always, every time I talk to Holly or when I see her social media, it's like they're in there, they have a room just for like facials and they're always under their red light therapy. It's just so cute. They're like, this is our way of relaxing. I love it. Their skin does look good, right and tight in all the right places. But yeah, it is sad to see Katie Taylor, what else is next for her? She fought the best fights with Amanda Serrano. She's fought a lot. I hope Eddie Hearn can pull off Croke Park. Like, give her the one thing. Let her fight in Ireland as her final fight. Who she's going to fight, people are putting in their names in. What's her name? Chantel wants to as the third fight. I can't remember. Lauren Price. If I were them, I'd be throwing in my hat. Even if I was a different weight class, I would be like,
absolutely.
If they said, Michaela, can you come down to 135? Hell yeah, she'll come down to 135.
Shit, if you offer me the right amount, I might need like 8 to 10 months, but hell, I might go down to 135 for the right money. I might need some gastric bypass or something first, but I'm down to do it. You feel me?
Right?
Man, but if they do this thing for Katie and she gets this spot in Ireland where she wants to fight, God willing, I would love to go there for that. And they say they say the Irishmen, the Celts like the black women over there. So hey, gingers. Isn't that what they were saying on there, that the gingers were really black anyway? Hey, gingers. I want to come over there for the fight, see what's up.
Any sponsor is willing to sponsor us to go there.
Aer Lingus, is that their airway?
Aer Lingus?
Yeah, send us over there because we all black, right? Get us over there to the fight. But all jokes aside, I'm a great fan of Katie Taylor, and I just feel like that would just be so magical. Can you imagine how expensive those tickets would be? But man, I hope that the universe, that she gets her thing and the universe aligns that we could go.
Oh my God, that would be
because we would all have to go, like Dimitri, the baby, Kaya,
like this is the final time.
All of us would have to go. All of us would, because we could go to the fight and then Kaya could watch Brooklyn.
There you go.
We all going. We all going for the fight.
Retiring. It's kind of like an Anthony Joshua retiring, and because she's the fighter. Like, she's never been in any trouble. She's she just does her own thing. She's never in trouble. Religious. Yeah, very. And so I just just to see that, it would just be such a moment. And everyone would be in tears, like so whoever won. And and that fight, that last final fight of hers would have to be a very good competitive fight, not like some easy fight. Because then that, like, who wants that? You know, we want to see, and if God forbid she loses, it's like, well,
it don't matter.
Yeah, it's like,
I would even love so far as I would love women's boxing to turn up. Like everybody just goes and you just pan the audience and there's all these women champs from all over the world because she truly is an all-time great.
yeah, she really
Period.
is.
Period.
She's great.
And don't Clarissa people. Okay, there's room at the table.
Yeah.
To deny Katie Taylor is insanity. It would be like trying to deny Crawford and Inoue and all in the all-time great conversation. Katie unequivocally deserves her flowers. Unclear, no dispute.
Who do you think in 2026, since women's boxing, I mean, if this announcement, I'm serious, I really believe it's an ESPN. I really believe it. Who do you think the dark horse is? Who's going to really show up and like really show out? All right, Jeandra, who do you think in 2026, because it's what, only March, and these fights with this press conference coming up and a lot of the fights coming up, who do you think is going to be the dark horse? Who do you think is going to come out and is going to show up and show out that we never thought would?
I think it's going to be the two smaller, lesser popular currently fighters on MVP. One is Ellie Scotney, who's going to be at this press conference, and the other one is Shernika.
Ooh, sexy mama.
Yeah, Shernika Johnson.
Shernika Johnson, yeah.
I think I thoroughly enjoyed them the last time I saw them fight, and they both put it out there.
Yeah, yeah. Shernika, your outfits are so hot. So hot.
Her and Ebony ought to do a calendar together.
My God. I mean, those Aussie girls. I think, she's from New Zealand, I want to say. New
They're
Zealand.
They're all family down there.
Yeah, they are. Family. They all are. Yeah, I think so. I mean, that would be good. And then, and earlier when we were talking about Chantel Cameron, yes, it would be the third. But I think that would be the fight for Katie Taylor because Chantel won the first one. And then Katie came back. And I don't know if you remember, like, I mean, Katie always comes out to like religious gospel music. But this one was like, it was in, obviously it was the UK, but it was just the way it felt. And you could just tell like God was with her. I don't know why. Like I just felt that. Yeah. And then I think this would be the final fight. Obviously, if Chantel said, they said, well, it has to be 2-minute rounds. Chantel will be like, all right, this would be such a mega event.
So ladies, if you're going to be on this card, they're announcing, because I'm sure they're announcing a card, you better bring your A game. So you can get on the undercard of Katie Taylor's final fight. That's massive.
That's a fight. Like I would love to see all women. Sorry, men. Like you guys get it all the time.
They've had hundreds of years of all men's cards. They're fine. They'll be fine. You guys will be fine.
We need and these women will put it on. Like Tia May, Tiahmai, 19 years old from Bristol. Yeah. She's 4-3. Her punching power, high IQ. I remember watching her. I was like, oh, this girl can punch. And Katie Taylor was just so impressed. And she was like, you are probably one of the best I've seen that reminds me of me. I was like, okay, I can die happy if I was her.
High praise.
That really is high praise. I mean, I don't know, would there be MVP fighters? Maybe it would be a good crossover from Matchroom and MVP if that were to happen. Caroline Dubois, that's Daniel Dubois' sister. That girl can punch. That girl has ring IQ. Terri Harper, she's moved up in weight. Go on, girl. You know what? I don't know if you've seen her socials. She's an OnlyFans, like doing her thing. And, she's very shy, but like her ass is looking right in those shorts. Like she goes, these shorts are back. Like, people are just like, oh my God. She's like only on OnlyFans. So
my. Make your money, girls. Make your money.
You have to watch The Gloves Are Off with them, or like when, that kind of show. Caroline and Terri, they're just as messy as the men talking shit. And Terry's just like, okay. And Caroline's like, I love it. I love it. I love it.
They are a good time.
Yeah, so those are some really good fights. Yeah, she's the one that I want to look for. I want to talk about we're going to kind of move away from from women just really fast because from our last show we were talking about Conor Benn and what happened. That's still the saga, but now we know he's fighting Regis Prograis.
Ching ching.
I
Ching
am
ching.
so proud and happy for Regis. I wish Regis, you should have told me you were fighting him when I interviewed you at the fight at Ryan's presser. But I did say we do want to sit down with you because he's really heavily in real estate and like he invests all his money and he has like over 14 properties. So, we should talk about like other stuff like that. But I'm going to try to get him on the show for us to talk about this Conor Benn fight because good for him.
Good for him. Cash it in because he's coming up on the sunset of his career for real, for real. So it's a great opportunity for him.
Isn't it kind of weird? So he made Chris Eubank do a rehydration clause, but then Regis is moving up to 147, which he's not a 147 fighter. He's a 140 fighter. And Conor Benn said no. Just say
it. Hey, he got the power of the purse currently because he's getting paid a king's ransom for this Regis Prograis fight.
Right? I'm curious to see what Regis is getting paid. I mean, he's getting paid, but not $14 million, $15 million for one fight. Girl, that's gonna be an interesting fight.
Yeah.
Regis, I hope you pull
short one.
I hope you pull it off.
It's gonna be a short one.
And it's gonna be on Tyson Fury's undercard with Makhmudov. So
are they the co-main?
On Netflix. So good that's huge. Like I'm so happy for Regis.
Good for him. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think with the thumbnail that we had, like to Conor Benn, with Eddie, and he sure did because Eddie is still going out there. He's like, he blindsided me, and I matched their thing, and Zuffa only gave me 3 days to match him, and we did. And I guess maybe the structure of the deal, I was like, Zuffa and them know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, they got access. That's for sure.
Now, do you think, because Zuffa said, and I've been reading this from TK, well, it is a one fight deal and Sella is paying for Turkey, not Zuffa, not their billions of dollars that they got from the Paramount deal and all that. We hope that we sign him to Zuffa.
Who?
Zuffa, Conor Benn. How do you go from fighting like a main fight and then going back possibly to the Apex and not wearing, like, you have to wear their uniform? Like, that is not happening. You can't go backwards, especially with Conor Benn's big personality. And like, that's like telling Tyson Fury you can't come out in a King's Throne or like sing. You can't, like, that's just weird. You can't go backwards.
He'll go backwards because he's, he's capable. He's able.
But if the purse isn't that big,
there's no loyalty. He gonna do whatever.
There is no loyalty.
He gonna do whatever for a buck.
So, with all these women's fights, and then like let's just say ESPN does come into the picture, and then you have Netflix and all these. We've seen this happen with men, and we're seeing some of it happen because I've read it, or allegedly when these women are saying they price themselves out. Do you think they're gonna price themselves out because now they're all about prize fighting? When it comes
to women that specifically like for MVP fighters or for like kind of our outliers like a Clarissa or someone who moves the needle.
All of them.
I don't think any of them are going to price themselves out at this point because there's still not enough competition in the smaller weights in the 140s and 147s. Yeah. I feel like the 135s, there's like more quality of competition. I think at that one point when it was who was at 126 and those small wins, Sinisa and Marlene, they were smaller than that. I think 118 or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's where the majority of the competitive fights were. It used to be those little bitty small weights. But now the ladies, the momentum is shifting and we've got more 140s and 147s and all these girls. I think at this point, they just want to fight until they get some more people in there. I'm having a total brain fart. So we still have women's boxing coming up in the Olympics, right?
As of now, I mean, I've been hearing, and I hope Gennady Golovkin, who is a president, to help boxing in Olympics. It's still not. It's still up in the air if it's going to happen.
This is we need it desperately.
Mm-hmm.
Gennady,
Yeah.
I hope you have the persuasive ability because we need it, because we need that class of fighters to make the fighters we have more interesting. It's like we call it succession planning. I hope it makes it. It's going to be devastating. Men's boxing is always going to be there. It,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
really goes out of style per se. But women's boxing girls need to see a path, because right now the divide is too great. There's the top women and then like the amateurs. There's
Mm-hmm.
no like developmental, like we've seen Kermel and all those guys now who have developed and are entering the top level. We need that for women too. The only one we really saw do like that was like Michaela. All those ladies who are the top ladies now, I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
had a path.
You know who I just totally forgot? Perla Bazaldua. I'm sorry if I said your name, but yeah, she was like a top amateur. She signed with Top Rank.
Oh, okay.
She blew up on our channel. Like I had a short of her. I was like, oh my God, it was a lot. I was like,
I
okay.
love that. I love
Yeah.
that. So yeah, we need like those young ladies like that who will move the needle. I'm still grateful to see that, TCL was still putting on some women. Like
Mm,
they just need opportunities
they
to
do.
be seen, to be seen. I hope that TKO
Oh my God. We MVP Gina Carano and what's her
Ronda
name again?
Rousey.
Yeah, it's MVP is headline or promoting it as the first MMA combat sports fight. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah.
Hmm.
And like I said, MVP is they have found their niche of female fighters in combat sport, not boxing, combat sports. People are like Gina Carano, and I like the reason why Ronda picked her because she's
Hmm.
like, I just saw her and just like, she's always been nice to me. And why not? Why not give the opportunity to someone?
Hmm.
I was like, this is what I love. It's not like, well, it doesn't matter. They were both at the top of their game, and then shit happens. And now, we saw Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm knocked her out, and like we saw all that. And now look at what happened to Holly Holm.
Okay. What was that bag? Who called Ronda Rousey? Because see, she went to WWE and it took
Mm-hmm.
a long time. I watched like some documentary type stuff on when Triple H went and finally got her and signed her and paparazzi saw them and like the whole history of how she got to be with WWE because they had been trying to get her for a
Yeah.
long time. And then she left. She dropped the belt and she left WWE gone.
Yeah,
Never came back.
she went like farm life, had babies, like disappeared.
Off grid, her and her man off grid life. And now she is back. That bag to get, and it's not, let us not pretend like Ronda Rousey ain't got no money.
Right?
We know Ronda Rousey got money. So I would like to know in the comments the over and or under of what you think the bag was that Ronda Rousey was offered to come back. And then Gina Carano, once she heard that, her bag has to be pretty nice
Uh-huh.
too. The last time we saw Gina Carano, she was getting canceled because she was
Yeah.
like an early Trumpy when she was
Mhm.
on The Mandalorian.
Yes. I
So
liked her on The Mandalorian too. I was
I
like,
interviewed her before. I thought she was lovely.
yeah.
People, I don't know where she is on the spectrum of it now, but when I talked to her, she was very lovely, very polite, beautiful woman,
Yeah, she's beautiful. Yeah.
so I'm
I think
excited to see what they
yeah,
do with
just
it.
when I saw I mean, because this was an announcement that came out of left field. Like I would have
Exactly.
never expected this. And I'm like, oh, because you always hear rumblings like, is Ronda Rousey coming back? Like, is she coming back to fight? Fight? What is the definition of that? In what aspect? Wrestling, MMA? Like, we don't, judo, we have no clue. And then for her to just drop that and MVP is promoting it. I'm like, you know what? This is what it's all about. And this is when Nikisa and Jake say so many women need the opportunity, and we have a platform that we can bring it. And now that they have Netflix behind, because it's gonna be a Netflix fight at the in Intuit Dome, right? But down the
Right
street
down
from
the
you.
street.
There
Yep.
you go. And it's on your birthday. So I hope you can work it. If not, you guys, if she does work it, go give her some gifts. Okay. Buy her a
Yes.
drink.
Buy
It's
me a
her
little
birthday
drink, bring
that
me a
day.
couple of flowers. I love flowers.
Yes.
I love gift cards.
We'll put her
Um,
Amazon gift list, her birthday wish list.
exactly. I like jewelry. I like all sorts of things. I like premium water. I like seeds for the garden and soil and monsteras and stuff like that. So
She
you
loves
don't have to
plants.
bring it all there. Just bring a little gift card to heyrooted.com. We like those too. Thank you. Gift card to Rolling Greens in Culver City. Beautiful bougie nursery I just discovered. This is not
Ooh.
sponsored, but it can be if they want it to be.
God, I totally forgot it. When that's in May. So
Yeah,
these
that presser is actually supposed to come up. I was just as you were talking about it, I was like, damn, I did remember to do the credential thing, but
yeah,
I did, and I
yeah.
did. So
If you have questions for us to ask Gina or Ronda Rousey, put it in the comments. And how do you think this? Is it what, 5 rounds? Yeah, 5 rounds. How does this end? I mean, they're gonna come in the best shape of their lives. Like, I get it. Ronda has been out forever, and she's had two babies. And even when she was like, I was watching some of her stuff, she's like trying to come back into like fighting shape. She's like, I'd rather like go nurse. So
and
it's
she going
so
right back to the farm. I know. I went off and I was like, I don't want to talk about these topics, but I'm gonna stop being a baby for a minute. And I'm just really reading through this. You had sent it to me, and we knew that Usyk was fighting a kickboxer,
yes.
right? But here's the tea that I just now am reading this press release. After careful consideration, the WBC Board of Governors has ruled in favor of sanctioning the WBC World Heavyweight Champion Alexander Usyk's voluntary title defense against legendary kickboxing champion Rico Verhoeven. Bro, what?
Bro, right? For it's a voluntary defense of his strap.
Mauricio.
Oh, and this is at the pyramids. As of right now, there's stuff happening in the Middle East, the list for American citizens to get the F out. They might have to move it. Did they announce when the fight's supposed to be? Because right now, no one's like, they're all trying to leave because of what's happening currently.
Let me go back to that for Usyk. In Giza, in Egypt.
Oh. No. But they said Egypt is part of it.
But Egypt is fucked up too. But not.
No, Egypt is on the list for the.
Maybe we should just leave this in.
No, I'm not even drinking. Sorry, guys. I just know Middle East. Okay, Giza, Gaza. I'm not saying it's all the same thing, but that's on the list.
Don't travel there.
Yeah, What happened to Alcatraz? Weren't they gonna have a fight in Alcatraz?
What happened to that? What happened?
That could be the next best thing.
I thought they were even trying to reopen Alcatraz. Didn't I see that? You know what? Let me not. I feel
like that's like bad luck. I feel like that's bad luck.
The only good thing about Alcatraz is my man, the late great Sean Connery. Welcome to the Rock. That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Mine too.
And when I was, if I consider going, I love me some Sean Connery. Rest in peace. So my man, Silver Fox.
Yeah,
rest in peace. So talented, sexy. So handsome. But that is one of my all-time favorite movies. See, Twin Brayden. That's such a good movie. Love Nicolas Cage. Great movie. One of my all-time favorites.
Such a good movie. But yeah, I'm surprised. I totally forgot about Usyk and the kickboxer. And the fact that it's for the strap,
that's the insanity of the WBC to me. So Usyk, a multi-decorated, bona fide heavyweight champion, and this is not a diss to Usyk because Usyk will fight anyone. This is not about him. You're sanctioning this? I'm not mad at Usyk for getting his money. I'm mad at the WBC for sanctioning the bullshit, but the women can't fight 3-minute rounds. I know they're not the same thing. So what if the guy Usyk fighting trip out for a second when Usyk punches the shit out of him and then he tries to kick him and he gets fucked up and his head gets kicked off his shoulders? Then what? Then what?
You know, Turkey wanted this fight because it is a Riyadh season. So
It's a spectacle.
Turkey asks, he gets what he wants.
Just
you know,
Turkey.
I'm sorry. And we know it. And we know it. Turkey tells all the alphabet belts, you're going to sanction this fight. But we're not having any of it of Zuffa. We don't know you in Zuffa. But
we don't know them.
But for Riyadh and all my other the things that we're putting money in, you have to sanction these fights.
Yeah, no sanction, no check. This is all over the place. That stuff is. First, it wasn't going to be no belts, and we only recognized in the ring belt. But then now we want the WBC belt. But then we're not going to deal with you boxing commoners. We're going to start our own shit. And our own shit's going to be fly. We don't want to play with you
Zuffa
guys.
Belt.
We're going to have our Zuffa belt, and we're going to be flying. We're going to have our little intimate Apex shows.
Yeah.
And then Jai Opatai.
Their presser is at MGM. So, okay, it's bigger. But the fight's on Sunday at Apex. Mm-hmm. And I want to say the Ring Magazine belt is on the line. I don't know if the Zuffa belt is on. I have no idea. You know why? Like, we live under a rock because all these things always happen when we think it's supposed to happen one way.
It's like the boxing gods go, okay.
Oh, I love this. Teacher Jay.
We're going to start here, right? We're going to start with a normal fight here. But then we're going to take the champion and we're going to let him fight a kickboxing guy. Yeah. Okay. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to have them fight somewhere where there's a travel ban currently. Allegedly. I don't know if that to be true.
Right now.
And so then over here, what we're going to do is we're going to have like ambassadors for the thing, but they won't be these fighters. They'll be Turkey's fighters, but they'll be contractually made to go to these things and sing the praises of Turkey here. I mean, it's like,
imagine being a brand new boxing fan.
They probably don't know what the hell. Like, there's probably somebody whose boyfriend is going or girlfriend is going, you really need to watch boxing. And they're sitting down going, well, who's the champion? Well, what are the rules?
Can you define that?
Boxing. Well, why is a kickboxer fighting this guy? Well, why is Ronda Rousey? I thought she was an MMA. I thought she was on WWE.
Why is there a belt on the line for a non-boxer? Why was it so then exhibition?
If Usyk wins, then shit, fuck it. Then if Usyk wins, he should get to take dude's kickboxing belt too.
I did
Usyk, tell him you want that too.
It's so wild. It's so wild. Oh my God. And it's only March.
Okay. We haven't even no, we did the Shakur fight. And that was a big fight. But yeah, I need some things to happen. So these are big fights we've got so far. We've had the Shakur fight. That was a great fight. So we've got this Mayweather Pacquiao. We've got Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey. Like just mega fights, y'all. Mega fights.
Oh, David Benavidez and Zurdo May 5th. That's a legit big fight. Like
I will be there.
Belt. Yes.
I'm coming for that. I'm coming for that. I don't like missing Benavidez fights. So yes, I'm coming for that.
These boys, bless all of you. Devin Haney, Ryan, and Rolly. I have screenshot it all, by the way, their whole conversation. And Rolly, just loves to talk. I don't know if there was a contract sent. And Bill Haney chimed in. And then Devin Haney's chiming in. He's like, what contract? I spoke with your manager, Luis. And then he's like, we sent you the contracts. I don't know who the fuck's telling the truth. Bill Haney's like, well, I spoke with them. We sent you a contract. Devin's like, there is no contract.
We're gonna take the tweets and we're gonna put them like over the Curb Your Enthusiasm music.
I did that with the other one, and so on our show, I mean on our YouTube, but I would totally do it. So I don't know if Rolly's not wanting to fight his mandatory, which I'm not sure because he has a belt, but Devin will want to fight because there is a belt on the line. Devin wants to fight with Ryan Garcia, but he says we have to do it legit. Ryan's like over there surfing with his WBC belt. He's like, and he thinks Devin thinks he's the A side. Devin's like, how can there be an A or B side when we haven't even started negotiations? Devin is saying, well, when we were in negotiations, all the crap that he said, and he came up positive, and then this, and then that. So I'm the A side. Ryan has the belt.
The boys, they're so funny, but I'm glad they're all playing together. I'm glad they're all playing together. Maybe we'll get some more good fights. Meanwhile, Shakur chilling.
Shakur, like we thought he was in the mix, and now it's just them three. Like, yeah.
Somebody got to do something.
Yeah, Teofimo.
Yeah,
he's staying with his father as a head trainer, and he's moving up to 147. So
yeah,
we're like, yeah.
You know what? I'm not even gonna play Tio like that because, he could still whip a lot of ass.
He really could. I just, I know he took that loss. Yeah, but it's just he needs someone else in his corner. We have talked about this many times, and it is what it is. But yeah, I want to like, I can't, that whole Devin Rolly, and I'm just like, all I see, I'm like screenshot. And you know how I can hear all of them talking because we know how they talk. And seriously, Ryan's over there surfing, and he's like the guy who's holding his board, and then let's go. And he's like, gives him the belt. He's surfing with his WBC belt.
That's cool. The big old plate's gonna come off in the ocean somewhere. And then let the boy have his fun, I guess.
And then that is a big fight. Will they be able to come to terms? Ryan does have the belt. Devin's like, enroll in VADA. And he did enroll in VADA for the Mario Barrios. I don't know what's going to happen with this one because so many things happen. I don't know. Rolly I want to see Rolly up in this mix.
He's funny. I can totally hear his lispy voice. He's funny.
He's like, see, I knew it. I knew how to fuck around with Devin, get him to admit that there was no contract. It's so funny. I'm gonna put all of those texts and put it over the Curb Your Enthusiasm because it's so hilarious.
The boys are a mess. The boys, the girls, everyone's a mess, but at least they're talking about it. Jesus.
Yeah. You know what? That's what makes boxing so fun because it's in shambles most of the time. But we're gonna see it. But Friday, we're gonna find out the big announcement. I'm telling you right now. I really believe MVP and ESPN, and then they're gonna be able to show all those fights broadcasted in the UK, vice versa. That's if that is it, MVP has literally taken over. Like that's
big
huge,
big time
for boxing.
Yes, it is
huge. I mean, that's like Monopoly. I mean, everyone's doing it. Monopoly of fighters, but at least the women have some place to go. And Salida Promotions is doing their thing. They have some very good fighters on their in their stable. So I'm happy to see that. I'm just happy to see women's boxing thriving. So I'm glad we were able to do a show 95% of women's boxing, but we had to get the men in there because
the Usyk was just so egregious that I just couldn't. The intrusive thoughts came out.
You're just like, what?
Okay, I'm like looking through this stuff like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, it's for a belt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, WBC is getting a lot of shit for a lot of other things. And I'm like, they just added more to their plate.
Yeah, put that on there too. Put it on there. Shit for everyone.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, Jeandra, I'm glad that we got to chat and talk about some of these really, really important fights. We're going to find out what happens on Friday. You guys let us know. What do you think? And then with all these fighters, the fights that we think are going to be matched up, who do you want to see? Who do you want to see Katie fight as her final fight? And who do you want to see? Yeah, give us Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano. How does that end? If you guys know combat, if you know MMA.
But before we close, one last thing.
Yeah.
What's happened to Ann Wolfe? That's all I want to say. She said she was going to come out with a podcast when it was cracking with Clarissa and Layla. And she disappeared on us again. And Wolf, come out and play. We want to interview you.
Oh, I remember you told me she was going to start a podcast. I don't know.
She just, nothing. I was like, I was ready. I was ready to hear the tea.
And then, oh my God. Imagine the tea from all those ladies. Oh, just to hear that. Well, but more to it. So you guys, let us know. And then if Clarissa versus Mayer, if that happens at a catchweight, which I don't want, but if it does end up happening, who do you have? I mean, I kind of already know, but
yeah,
that would be fun to know. Okay, Jay, well, I miss you and I can't wait to see you, but now I know you're coming out in May.
Yes, I am, for sure.
Yeah. All right. You guys, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. And I will be dropping Kenneth Sims Jr. interview because he's fighting Arnold Barboza March 14th on the main event. And Gabriela Fondora is fighting Viviana. Can't remember the girl's name, but she's defending her belt. So make sure you guys tune in. And Kenneth tells us a secret about Shakur and Devin Haney.
Ooh. If you listened this far and you caught that tea, drop some lions in the chat or something.
Yeah. And then we'll reach out to you and send you something. We have a lot of stuff from the fights.
We do.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Best Women's Boxing Show, period. I'm Cynthia Conte.
I'm Jeandra LaBeouf.
See you guys at the fights. Bye, guys.